You can see right here was your entry, which is somewhere in this mess. It pulls back here. This is where we can start to shed some, right? If anybody's been here any length of time on big pullbacks, I like to shed 50%. As soon as this breaks VWAP to the upside, though, I get out. This is me getting out. I cut the rest. But the nice thing is you got profits from here, 50% to here, or here, you know, wherever you did it, and then the rest here. So either way, massive gains right there. Do you see it? Now, then you have a choice. Obviously, you can scalp when it breaks VWAP to the downside. It doesn't stay up there very long. Then it pulls back, touches, pulls down. But I'm telling you, off of this trade, I shed when it pulls, right? Which, by the way, you would have made a ton here. I love doing that too, by the way, on giant pulls. I love to shed in there because it gives you the most amount of money, because that is gamma. Gamma increases the price of premiums because it's like putting your foot down on the gas pedal, right? So when you get these giant pulls, I love to take some profit off during that, because that's a huge payday, okay? But again, if you got in this move and it breaks back up to VWAP up here to the upside, I don't hang out with that. I'm not down with that, okay? Now, if you were watching down here, right, I always talk about watching the bottom of the ocean. You can see this was beautiful. See this just flying right here, though. See it starting to roll downhill? All of that telling you it's coming back, right?
Yeah.
So you can see it. And right, of course, there's your warning. You see your super trend warning saying, hey, man, we could be going the other way, too. So a lot of red flags saying, hey, this could do something. And then what you could do is, like I said, either wait it out, which I would recommend if you're doing the 2-minute EWO, which means here's your next buy. See it right there? It's somewhere in here. You get to ride this all the way up and wherever you decide to start making money. Do you see it? And that was off somewhere in this line. So even on a pullback, flat, pullback, flat. So you got 50, 20, 20, 10, and then decide what the rest does, right? So for those that are new, what I like to do is the market will typically look like this, okay? This is what a normal market looks like. This is bullish on an uptrend. If I buy my shares here or options, doesn't really matter. If I buy them here, okay, what I'm doing is every time it pulls back, I get rid of some. I always do 50%, 20%, 20%, 10%, and then I can let it ride. Does that make sense?
You had an X at 10:45. I was trying to figure out, because only the wicks went over VWAP. And when it took that second candle underneath VWAP, I thought there's a trend, let's jump on it. But maybe I'm off on my thinking.
Well, the X was right here. See this? If
okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
if you were on puts here and it broke and held above VWAP, right? This is my get out. Yeah, not this. This doesn't worry me, but this does. See all these candles?
Yeah. That's why I was wondering, because it's just wicks above VWAP.
Yeah, that's nothing to me. Nope. Yeah, I don't care about that at all. Yep.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
Yeah, this though is full, right? That one, giant, that one. These are all way above VWAP. I don't do any of those. If you bought your puts here, right, and you're scalping off of that, or you're shorting or whatever it is, right? When it does this and it pulls back, I could get rid of some just in case it then continues to go like this, right? So remember, every major pullback, which this is a major pullback, by the way, I shed. So that would have been 50%, which would have protected me had it done a full reversal, because now I only got half to worry about back up to where I bought. But then the other 50% did its thing, right? It pulls back. I get rid of 20 more. It continues that run. I don't like it. Continues. I get rid of the rest. And you got a color change, which immediately tells me get out no matter what. See what I mean?
Yep. And there's the higher level, the shedding. That's what I'm looking for. I just went through and I should have shed.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to do a couple things. It's going to help you to collect profits as it moves the direction you want. And if the stock then does go against you, it takes away the damage, because think about this. If you bought here, right, and it does this move, okay, and you get rid of some, well, you still collected a very small, right, very small premium, but you did from here to here. But what's bigger than that? What's bigger than that premium is now you only have 50% going against you to help you determine if you want to get out, which means it's not going as fast, which means it takes out the emotional effect, right?
Yep.
Because it doesn't move as fast. And you're like, oh, well, where before when it's doing this could be hundreds. Well, now 50% less is like 30, 40, 50, right? And you're like, oh, I can handle this. And then you get to ride this. And you're like, yes, I'm a king or a queen, right? Like, yay. So, because the other thing, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not collecting when it does these pullbacks, what can happen is it come all the way back to here and you're like, well, damn it, I should have collected some, right? Now you're break even. So if you do that on every trade, and you're like, oh, damn it, I should have. Well, yeah, of course, right? That's why these pullbacks are critical to get rid of some, right? You see what
Yes.
I'm doing? And then as it continues, like, okay, now it's going against me, unload the whole boat. But you've collected from here to here, right? If you're looking at this line up here where you bought, here to here, here to here, and you dump the rest. Does that make sense?